Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the 1971 2 new pence coin from the United Kingdom. We will dive into what makes this coin valuable among collectors and why it could be worth big money. If you have got one, let's get started. The story of the 2 new pence coin begins with decimal day, February 15, 1971, when the United Kingdom finally modernized its coinage system before decimalization. The currency was divided into 240 old pennies too. The pound, a system that had become cumbersome in a modern economy. The government introduced a new system of 100 new pence per pound, simplifying everything. To make this work, the Royal Mint issued several new coins, including the 1/2p, 1p, 2p, 5p, and 10p pieces, and among them was the 2 new pence coin we are discussing today. It was given a bronze composition and large-scale production because it was designed for daily transactions. The 1971 issue is particularly important because it was the very first year of this new decimal coinage, meaning every 1971 dated coin represents a milestone in UK monetary history. Imagine being alive during that period. Suddenly your shillings, florins, and old pennies were replaced with these brand new decimal coins, and the 2 new pence was right at the heart of that change. On the obverse or head side of the 1971 2 new pence coin, we find the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. The design was created by Arnold Machen RA, a renowned sculptor, and it shows the Queen wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This youthful portrait of Elizabeth II is one of the most famous depictions used on UK coins from 1968 until 1984. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD 1971, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, defender of the faith. For many people in the 1970s, this obverse was the familiar face of British currency, and in the context of decimalization it became symbolic of modernization under the Queen reign. For collectors, the obverse is essential for attributing the coin, since it places the date clearly at the bottom and connects this coin to the pivotal year of 1971. On the reverse or tail side, we see the badge of the Prince of Wales, designed by Christopher Ironside. This features a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet, with a ribbon bearing the German motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. Beneath this emblem is the denomination clearly spelled out as new pence above the large numeral 2. This reverse design remained unchanged until 1981, when the inscription was changed to 2 pence in 1982. That means that all 1971 examples proudly carry the new pence legend, which not only helps distinguish them but also cements their identity as part of the very first decimal issues. The clean, elegant reverse is beloved by collectors for its regal symbolism and historical importance, and the fact that it survived unchanged for a decade makes it a core part of British numismatic design. The 1971 2 new pence coin was struck in bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighed 7.12 grams, measured 25.91 millimeters in diameter, and had a smooth edge. These specifications were carefully chosen to make the coin durable and easily distinguishable in circulation. At the time, the Royal Mint also wanted to maintain a certain level of prestige in the new decimal coinage, so the use of true bronze gave the coins a richer appearance and longer lifespan. Later, in 1992, due to rising copper prices, the composition was changed to copper-plated steel, but the original 1,971 issues are all genuine bronze. This makes early decimal coins like the 1971 2p feel more substantial in the hand, and for collectors today, the bronze versions carry a nostalgic and historical weight that later steel coins simply do not. In terms of mintage, the Royal Mint produced an astonishing 1,454,856,252 new pence coins in 1971. Yes, nearly 1.5 billion. This massive production was necessary to ensure that there were enough coins to replace the old currency during the transition. Because of this, the 1971 2p is extremely common in circulated condition, and most examples you find in change today will be well worn. For this reason, they are generally not rare. However, the high mintage does not make them worthless, rather it underscores their historical significance, as billions of people handled these coins during the early years of decimalization. It's also worth noting that special proof sets of the 1971 2p were issued for collectors, and these proof strikes housed in their original Royal Mint packaging can fetch higher prices on the market whenever collectors talk about 30 mint references or the mass production scale of coins than 1971. 2p often comes up as a textbook example. So what is a 1971 2 new pence coin worth today? In circulated condition, the vast majority of these coins are only worth their face value, about 2p or around 2 cents in US currency. However, in uncirculated condition, they can sell for between £1 and £3, while pristine proof issues might be worth £5 or more, especially if still in the original Royal Mint set rare varieties. Or errors can fetch more, though true minting mistakes for 1971. As scarce collectors are often more interested in completing sets of the decimal coins from 1971 than in paying large sums for a single coin. But the fact that this was the very first year of decimalization does give the coin a place of pride in collections. So while you won't not get rich off a single 1971 2p, its value lies in its historical context and collectability, especially in high grade. Although 1971 coins are not typically known for spectacular errors, a few varieties do exist. Some coins show die cracks, planchette flaws, or slight misalignments that can make them interesting to error collectors. Because of the sheer volume, over 1 billion minted, occasional mistakes were inevitable, and these slip-ups give collectors a chance to find something more than just a common coin. It's always worth examining your 1971 2p under good light or magnification, because small details like doubled lettering, weak strikes, or unusual surfaces can make the difference between a coin worth face value and one worth several pounds to an error enthusiast. And of course, do not forget that later coins like the 1983 new pence era became extremely valuable, so studying even the ordinary dates like 1971 helps you sharpen your eye for spotting rare anomalies in future finds. For collectors, the 1971 2 new pence coin is a must-have piece. Not only is it the very first issue of the denomination, but it's also a symbol of the UK leap into the decimal age. Many people who lived through the period hold on to these coins as keepsakes, and they are often included in beginner collections because they are affordable, historic, and easy to find. Collectors often aim to build a full set of new pence issues from 1971 to 1981 before moving on to the later 2 pence issues from 1982 onward. Proof versions from 1971 are especially sought after, as they represent the mint first official presentation of the new coinage. Whether you're a casual hobbyist or a serious numismatist, the 1971 2p belongs in your collection simply because of its role in history. Think of it as the foundation stone of British decimal coinage. In conclusion, the 1971 United Kingdom 2 new pence coin is not rare in terms of numbers, but it is priceless in terms of history. As the first year of decimalization, it carries enormous cultural and numismatic importance. Its elegant design, solid bronze composition, and staggering mintage make it a coin that every collector should know and own, while most examples are worth only face value. Uncirculated and proof issues carry premiums, and error coins add a layer of excitement. For treasure hunters, more importantly, it represents the story of Britain stepping boldly into a new monetary age, and that alone gives it enduring value. So if you have enjoyed this deep dive into the 1971 2p, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next video. We have got more coin history, error hunts, and value guides coming your way from the UK to the US, Australia, and beyond. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.